Isupk.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah.
Right, so this is the prophet Isaiah. He's speaking about a vision that he saw. When the prophets see something, they see something that's going to happen in the future. Something that the Most High is giving about the children of Israel. Read.
Days of Uzziah, Shotan, Ahaz, and Hezekiah.
Jump down to verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The what?
The ox knoweth his owner.
The what?
The ox knoweth his owner.
When you feed an animal, he knows his owner. Right. He knows his master. He understands who he belongs to. Right. Read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox knoweth his owner. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the donkey knows where he lays down at night. He knows his resting place. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But the Chinese man.
But Israel.
But the Arab.
But Israel.
But the East Indian.
But Israel.
But the African.
But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
Blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous, we don't know who we belong to. We don't know who we are as a people. And that's the problem in this society. That's the problem in the black community. That's why the Isupk is so important. We're teaching you who you are, black man. The brothers earlier were reading, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We don't know who we are. We don't understand what our nationality is. Who were we before slavery? Read verse 4.
A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Read verse 3 again.
Come. An ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Israel doesn't know who they belong to. And that's a problem. That's why you're out here celebrating Easter. That's why you're out here smoking weed. That's why you're out here at strip clubs. Because you don't understand who you belong to. In America, you belong to the white man when you celebrate Easter. You belong to the white man when you go to that weed shop at the corner and buy weed. That's who you're bowing down to. That's who your master is. And that's why you're so destroyed. Read
verse 4. A sinful nation.
A what?
A sinful nation.
In the strip club.
A sinful nation.
Buying prostitutes.
A sinful nation.
Smoking weed.
A sinful nation.
Celebrating Easter.
A sinful nation.
Celebrating Mother's Day.
A sinful nation.
Celebrating Christmas.
A sinful nation.
Being drunk at the strip club.
A sinful nation.
Read.
A people laden with iniquity.
Laden with what?
Iniquity.
Laden with what?
Iniquity.
In the Christian church, you're allowed to have iniquity. You're allowed to come as you are and be a homosexual and sing in a choir. You're laden with iniquity inside that Christian church. You're laden with iniquity in that Muslim mosque. You're laden with iniquity following the white man. Why? Because the European man It's the devil that the Bible speaks of. There is no good in that man. He does nothing but speak lies. The Bible says he was a liar and a murderer from the beginning, and there is no truth in him. When you follow the ways of America, you are going to be destroyed. You're not following the proper man that you belong to. You're following the master of another nation. Read.
A seed of evildoers.
A what?
A seed of evildoers.
A what?
A seed of evildoers.
You sitting there getting pegged by your woman. You're telling your woman, your wife, to put a dildo and strap it around her and put it in your backside. You're a seed of evildoers. You're a seed who's very sick. You follow iniquity because you follow your daddy, the devil. You follow Esau. You follow the ways of the white man. You're not supposed to go and buy a dildo and put that in your beehive. That's not our culture. You understand? You're not supposed to whore up your daughters. You're walking around the streets half naked because you don't understand who you belong to.
Children that are corrupters.
Children that are what?
That are corrupters.
Children that are what?
That are corrupters.
You're corrupt, black man, when you follow the white man. You're corrupt when you follow his ways. There's nothing good about this white man. There's nothing good about your oppressor. It says, follow not, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Right.
You're not supposed to be following this man. That's why Christ said, a man cannot serve two masters. He'll love one and hate the other. You have to choose who you follow, black man. You have to choose who you follow, Hispanic man. You can't be getting ready to celebrate Mother's Day and all the holidays of your oppressor. This man raped, robbed, and murdered your ancestors, and now you're going to follow him? You're going to follow Martin Luther King's dream and integrate with the white man? This man has shown you he's nothing but a devil. This man has shown you he's good at nothing but murdering. This is what he does. Colonized over 180 countries. This man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You don't want to teach your kids to be a murderer. Don't follow the white man. Read.
They have forsaken the Lord.
They have what?
They have forsaken the Lord.
Forsaken who?
The Lord.
The who?
The Lord.
Because that's your master, black man. Your master is the Lord. Your master isn't the European man. You gotta come back to your culture. Come back to your ways. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. Come back to the one who owns you, who you belong to. Read.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel.
They have what?
Provoked the Holy One of Israel.
Provoked who?
The Holy One of Israel.
This is why you live in the ghetto, black man. This is why you live in the reservation. Because you provoked the Holy One of Israel. You provoked him and you're being punished. Read.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Unto what?
Unto anger.
Unto love.
Unto anger.
Unto hugs.
Unto anger.
Unto kisses.
Unto anger.
What is your pastor talking about? You have provoked the Holy One to anger. That's why you're being punished. Read.
They are going away backwards.
They have what?
They are going away backwards.
They're in the strip club.
They have gone away backwards.
Smoking weed.
They have gone away backwards.
Doing all manner of evil.
They have gone away backwards.
They don't follow the laws of God. You're eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster because you've gone backwards from your culture. Read.
Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick.
The what?
The whole head is sick.
The what?
The whole head is sick.
But there's no way you can be out teaching another man how to better his life when you're taking a dildo up the ass. You can't do it. You're sick, black man. You can't lead somebody when you're sick. You can't teach blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous people to get out of the condition they're in when you're sick. You need help, black man. You need help, Hispanic man. And you're going to find that help in the ISUPK. Read that again.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick. This is why you allow your daughter to dress the way she does. This is why your wife is running the household. This is why she's kicking the black man out the house. We're sick. We don't know any better. We're sick because we follow the most profane man on earth. Right. The Bible says Esau, there is no greater fornicator than Esau.
That's right.
What does that mean, black man? Fornication is sexual immorality.
That's right.
The European man, the woman, she's sticking her tongue down the horse's throat. That's what she does. You have man sleeping with man. The whole Roman Empire. You had European men sleeping with little boys. It was called pederasty. Look it up, black man. That's the culture you want to follow? We're sick. Read that again.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick. And you can't cure a nation of people when you're sick. Grab Matthew 22. Be therefore perfect. Grab Deuteronomy 18:19. Okay? You cannot cure a nation of people when you're sick. Too many of us want to be in charge. We want to be the man. We want to show people how to live. But you can't do that when you're sick.
Right.
You can't do that when you don't know how to run your household. When you don't have your children in order. When you don't have your wife in order. This is your job, black man.
That's right.
It's your job to raise up our daughters, raise up our sisters, our families, to be a leader. It says the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man. There's an order to things. Christ was in charge of healing us, and that's exactly what he did by showing us how to be perfect, by giving us an example on how to live.
Read. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 19. And this shall come to pass that whosoever will not argue.
Grab 8:19. Grab 18:19. 19:18.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 19, verse 18. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and have testified falsely against his brother, verse 19, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
Evil from among you. This is what we have to do, black man. Grab Deuteronomy 28:13. We have to put evil from among us. We have to stop following our oppressor. That's why Christ said, ye are of your father the devil. Because those Romans were disgusting. Those Romans were doing all kinds of sick things. You had Herod in the Bible celebrating his birthday. That's the most number one satanic holiday for a Satanist. Following it, keeping your birthday. It's a disgusting thing. It'll teach you how to be selfish. That's not what we're supposed to do. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head, and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
Grab Matthew 5, verse 48. Because in the book of Deuteronomy it says, be ye therefore perfect. God said, black man, Hispanic man, and indigenous man, to be perfect.
Right.
Not to be a fornicator. Not to be like Esau. Not to do all the disgusting things that the white man does. That's not how we're supposed to live. Christ gave us a commandment on how to live. Read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect.
Be what?
Be ye therefore perfect.
Be what?
Perfect.
Well, it's okay that I fall short of the glory of God.
Perfect.
It's okay that I sin a couple times.
Perfect.
He knows my heart.
Perfect.
Not my Jesus.
Perfect.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
I thought nobody could be like Jesus. I thought we couldn't be like God. I thought that we couldn't live the way that Christ lived. Read that again.
Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
The Most High is perfect. Christ was perfect. The way that he lived, he was blameless. He didn't commit any sins. And that is a man who's capable of healing a nation. That's a man who can take a black man from the gutter and correct him and heal him, heal his mind and fix him.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword. With